Direct talks between Burma's military junta and detained opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi have moved a step closer. According to state television reports, a deputy minister has been appointed to negotiate with Suu Kyi. While the nationwide anti-government protests have died down, the BBC has gone undercover in Burma and spoken to some of those leading the protests.
The regime calls it the Golden Land, but they have turned Burma into one of the most frightening places in the world. Posing as tourists, we went to the great temple of Shwedagon. From under the temple roof, the spies watched. Their eyes and informers are everywhere. This is Burma's most sacred Buddhist site, yet there were only a handful of monks to be seen, in a place where the army act as if they are lords not only of earth, but of heaven too. The rule of the gun ensures that it is impossible to speak with anybody here. But we had been told that a democracy activist was willing to talk. Only in a moving car, where there was less risk of being caught. Even this was precarious.
Camera down, Ed. Just put it away completely. Release. Now, down.
We weren't spotted. Then he told me of how his friends were being rounded up.
We had a lot of people arrested. Some were close friends. If the military say 2,000 were arrested, then we know it's 4 to 5 times as much, as they don't always say the right number. We know more have been arrested and killed.
As curfew approaches, the roundups continue.
It's curfew time now, and we have to be here in the hotel. You can't go out on the streets, but of course that doesn't stop the army and the police from continuing their trawl out there, knocking on doors and pulling people out of their beds and disappearing them into detention.
But we were given a message that some fugitive monks would talk. We were told to leave the hotel as the 4 a.m. curfew ended and go to a safe house in the city. Up these narrow stairs we came and waited. Then, just after 5 in the morning, the monks arrived.
What is it like to be hunted down in the way that you're being hunted at the moment?
We dare not sleep and listen for the sound of vehicles, as they usually come at 2 or 3 in the morning. We can't eat either, he says. We don't know when they'll come and get us. They would take off our robes and send us to labour camps. It's unbearable and wicked, says the second monk. They beat the monks and it scares us. We can't let ourselves be caught. But despite this, there was a statement of defiance.
Is it over now, or do you think that monks will protest ever again?
If we have a chance, we'll do the same again, he said.
I'm just about to leave now, and my overall impression is that while people are terrified, and who wouldn't be, given the kind of pressure they're under, that the conditions which have caused the protests, people's anger with the government, frustration over poverty, those conditions haven't gone away, and they're not likely to. And as long as they exist, it's only a matter of time before we see more trouble here.
On the streets, people were still giving alms to the boy monks. A faithful nation praying for change.